This program is a copyrighted production of Indiana Sports Network and cannot be shown, reproduced, or redistributed in any way or in any form without prior written permission from Indiana Sports Network.
Welcome to Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology, the U.S. News & World Report's #1 engineering school in the United States that offers a master's as its highest degree for 20 consecutive years. Rose-Hulman, where you come to find yourself. Find yourself through personal growth, through personal development, through study, research, and invention. Rose-Hulman, your home for academic and athletic excellence. You're watching Rose-Hulman Men's Basketball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Good evening and welcome to Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology, where today's HCAC matchup is shown right here on the Indiana Sports Network. Hello, friends. Walter Gordon sitting alongside my partner Troy Sears, and Troy, Anderson University's in town to face these fighting engineers of Rose-Hulman in what should be a very pivotal matchup, the first game of this two-game series between these two in-state conference foes. And this is going to be very important for conference standings that we have in this abbreviated season.
Yeah, it is. Obviously, Rose-Hulman coming in tonight at 5-1. Right now, second in the conference to Bluffton at 9-0. But right behind Rose-Hulman is this Anderson squad sitting at 4-2 coming into tonight. So if Rose-Hulman could possibly get a sweep tonight and Saturday of Anderson, that would obviously secure their top ranking there, or at least near the top, I should say, of the HCAC. And so, yeah, it's a pivotal matchup, and it's going to be a good matchup, I think, for the Engineers tonight, as, you know, the last couple games, Mount St. Joseph didn't give Rose-Hulman too much of a trouble, but I think this Anderson squad is obviously a little more talented, a little more experienced than that Mount St. Joseph squad. And I think in this shortened season, as you mentioned, Walt, Anderson is going to be hungry to get the victory, and I think it's going to be a little more of a challenge tonight for the Engineers.
And when you look at this Engineer squad, they're one of the things that you say, and you can say this a lot about a lot of the teams in this conference, and that's really important, is continuity at the top. And Coach Rusty Lloyd, in his 7th year here at the helm of Rose-Hulman, the head coaching spot has not been a revolving door over the last several decades here at Rose-Hulman, as Rusty Lloyd, like I said, talks about being here over the 7th year and just reached a very pivotal milestone.
Well, he did. You know, Saturday's victory got Coach Lloyd his 100th victory here at Rose-Hulman, and he is just the 4th Engineer head coach in the men's basketball program to win 100 games. He joins John Munchner, who had 340, Jim Shaw 303, and Jim Carr 114 in that 100 career win club for men's basketball. And obviously Coach Lloyd, in the years that he's been here, has done just exactly what you said, Walt, has put on a quality program year in and year out, and they get better, seems all the time. And this recruiting class, obviously, that they brought in this year, these freshmen are not only getting a lot of playing time, they're earning that playing time and playing very well.
They really are, and you talk about the 100 wins. Only about 250 more wins here at Rose, and maybe they'll think about renaming the court after him. And of course, I say that in jest. And John Munster Court, we talked about, you listed Mr. Munster as one of those coaches at the top of that list here at Rose-Hulman. We're going to take our first break in our Sonic pregame show. Come back and get you set for action. This HCAC matchup between Anderson and Rose-Hulman.
Oh, heaven.
So you think chicken is heaven?
Oh my gosh, it's yes. I love that the bun's toasted and the chicken's cooked to the crisp. It is perfect. Chicken slinger.
Heaven in my mouth.
So what do we do before we cross the street?
We look both ways for cars.
No cars. All right, let's go.
But Daddy, why do you have to hold my hand?
To keep you safe. That's why we look for cars. I'm watching out for danger to keep you safe.
Daddy, who watches out for you?
Protect your family and loved ones with Micah Bonomo.
Chili's first because
Chili's
it's
the star.
like the star of it. And then cheese is just there to be like,
I'm gonna lift you up.
It would be nothing without the Fritos and the cheese.
And cheese is like the hype man.
Sonic Fritos Chili Cheese Junior Wrap.
I got you.
Yeah.
You're watching Rose-Hulman men's basketball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Rose-Hulman sits at 5-1 in the conference. Anderson sits at 4-2. We talked about the longevity that Rusty Lloyd has at Rose-Hulman. Owen Handy, the coach at Anderson University, has been a mainstay here. This is his 9th season at the helm of the Ravens, and he approached and succeeded in getting to that 100 victory milestone with Anderson's first victory this season over Transylvania, as Coach Handy got his 100th win at home against Transy to begin this season.
Yeah, another quality, again, program that both of these coaches and both of these schools, as we've said many times, obviously with the Rose-Hulman and the other HCAC opponents that they face. But Anderson's, again, a quality opponent that they have coming into tonight. They're Anderson is at 4-2 coming in, again, sitting third in the conference. They're led by a senior guard. Funny that we would say that, right? A senior guard. But Ronnie Williams, he's averaging about just over 18 points per game. And as a team, they rank 10th, in the NCAA Division III in field goal percentage, just over 50%. So if anything that we've talked about and covered in these games, Rose-Hulman does not do a great job of shooting the basketball outside of the paint. So in order for them to win tonight, they're going to have to do what they do best, and that is obviously shoot the ball in the paint and score within that paint and get those rebounds that they've had to improve on as the year has gone on. And so I'm looking forward to see exactly what that entails tonight. But again, Anderson comes in. They've got 3 guys similar to Rose-Hulman that averages just over 10 points or right at that 10-point mark. Again, Ronnie Williams with 18. Cade Gentry, a sophomore guard, averages 13 points per game. And Gavin Dowling, a freshman, 6'6" freshman, forward, averages right at 10 points per game. So those 3 guys kind of lead the charge for the Ravens of Anderson. And then obviously you've got Rose-Hulman coming in 5-1. They have 2-game sweeps over Hanover and Mount St. Joseph and a 2-game split with Franklin. Obviously they are led, and we need to say this, another congratulations. Not only was it Coach Lloyd's 100th victory on Saturday, but senior Craig McGee, the 2020 HCAC Player of the Year, he set Rose-Hulman's career school record, for assists at Mount St. Joseph on Saturday. He's the only 1,000-point, 500 rebound, 400 assist player in Fighting Engineer basketball history.
That's amazing.
That really is.
I mean, because when you get that many assists, obviously guys have got to make some baskets, but to have the other stats to go along with the points and rebounds, this young man does it in every stat category, and has had such a great success, a great career here at Rose-Hulman. Of course, the season not over. I just want to say this again. I just kind of pains me that we're in a pandemically shortened season. If I could make an adverb out of that, a pandemically shortened season.
You can do that.
You missing out some. He doesn't do it for the stats, but you're missing out on some stats and missing out on some games played. When you have half a season.
You do, yeah, and you miss it out. Obviously on the teams, Rose-Hulman, with the way the schedule is this year, they're not going to get to play Bluffton. No. They're not going to get to play Transylvania, and so, yeah, you're right. It's a little, you put a little asterisk, but again, not to take away anything from the team or Craig McGee. Obviously, he deserves every accolade that he has received from this conference, and again, sir, currently sitting at 485 assists, and we'll see if he can get it added a little more tonight.
The interesting thing about the asterisk, if there is one, it's going to say, the footnote should say, played half a season his senior year, should have had about 30 more assists.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to say in a pandemically short year.
That's right, pandemically short. I'm going to put that on a T-shirt. We're going to take one more break in our Sonic pregame show and talk about some of the players from Rose-Hulman right after these messages.
Patty,
100%.
Patty, Patty. The flavor, the way they cook it, the way they season it, the way that it's made. Queso burger.
H&R Block is your tax preparation service experts, no matter how you file. Sue Jones and Associates offer all tax preparation and all the tax services you need, not only at tax time, but throughout the year. Get your hometown tax help from Sue Goshen's H&R Block, located in Brazil, across from the courthouse.
I don't even think I can make this at home for $3.99.
No, you have to buy the meat, you have to buy the queso, you have to buy the bread, you have to buy the cheese, you gotta buy the grill, you gotta buy everything.
Queso burger.
Ooh.
Inside me, satisfied by just one thing. So I run to the phone and dial the number for Pizza King. I'm gonna ring the king. The king delivers. I'm gonna ring the king. An incredibly delicious royal feast pizza on the best crust you ever tasted. Ring the king.
I feel like I'm the good kind of spicy. It means you got an edge. I got an edge.
It means you've got some umph, and I got some umph.
I don't know about your umph, but impatience doesn't equal spicy. Sonic Chicken Slinger.
Is it a good umph or a bad umph?
You're watching Rose-Hulman men's basketball on the Indiana Sports Network.
All the umph around here is good, baby. Let me tell you, Rose-Hulman, we talked about being led by Craig McGee, just set the season, the school assist record. Who are some other Rose-Hulman engineers that viewers will be seeing tonight?
Well, the nice part about this team is that, Craig McGee has not led the team in scoring this year. He did lead the team. I think he had 14 points in Saturday's game to lead the team, but they're actually led in scoring by a freshman by the name of Dylan Duff, and who we've enjoyed watching this year, the 6'5" Fort Wayne native. He averages just over 13 points per game. And then Jacob Back, who's awfully fun to watch. Obviously, he's a 6'7" senior, but he had a career-high 17 points, 8 from 9 from the field last Thursday against Mount St. Joseph. So he's coming alive. He averages just under 10 points per game. And then you got other guys, too. You got Semvit Ram, who averages just over 8 points. And you got Terry Hicks in there, averaging over 6. And Jackson Cabrick, over 6. I mean, that's the nice part about this team, is they really have a complement of, 8 to 9 guys that can score the basketball when needed. And that's exactly what Coach Floyd is working on. And again, they've gotten better each and every game at distributing the ball and figuring out who the best matchup is that they can take advantage of. And that player has stepped up and has kind of lead the team in scoring for that game. And so that's the fun part about this team.
And there is a lot of fun to be had, and this team is a joy to watch. They're getting better offensively and defensively, and we want to take a moment to thank our sponsor for tonight's game, Farm Bureau Insurance with Michael Bonomo, Goshen H&R Block, Hamilton Center, Lynn's Pharmacy, Pizza King, Riddell National Bank. Sonic Drive-In, Union Health, and the York Automotive. They have locations in Brazil, Greencastle, Crawfordsville, and Plainfield. So if you're in the market for a newer used car, go see our friends over at York Automotive. We're going to step aside one last time as we honor America here at the Holbert Arena. We're going to have a little basketball after that, so stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back after these messages.
Burger or grilled cheese?
Grilled cheese.
Burger.
I went with crispy tenders and the tots. It's patty. Really fresh. I'm gonna try to chow this thing down before I get to the wrapper. Sonic Wacky Pack.
It could be anyone. The star student, the all-state athlete. I never thought it could happen to me, that I could lose everything. I found help, I found hope, I found recovery. I regained something lost.
At Lynn's Pharmacy, we're more than just your pharmacist. We're your neighbors.
Our kids go to the same schools. We eat at the same restaurants.
We sit next to you in church.
When I listen to a symptom.
When I fill a prescription.
When I offer advice, I'm not just helping a customer. I'm helping my neighbor and a friend. My name is Lynn Hofstetter, and I'm the proud owner of Lynn's Pharmacy, a modern pharmacy with old-fashioned values and personal service, dedicated to keeping you, your family, and our community healthy since 1872.
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
You're watching Rose-Hulman men's basketball on the Indiana Sports Network.
AC and the NCAA promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. Players, we ask that while you are on your team bench or anywhere around the facility, please wear face coverings for everyone's safety. We ask that after the contest you shower and exit the facility and meet outside or inside your team bus. Rose-Hulman and the athletic department thank you for your cooperation. And now, tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Ravens from Anderson University. At guard, a 5'9" senior from Anderson, Indiana, number 0, Ronnie Williams. At guard, a 6-foot sophomore from Portville, Indiana, number 15, Kate Gentry. At guard, a 6-foot freshman from Noblesville, Indiana, number 21, Jordan Gaddis. At guard, a 6'2" freshman from Springfield, Ohio, number 24, Brett Shropshire. And at forward, a 6'6" freshman from Greenwood, Indiana, number 42, Gavin Dowling. Anderson is coached by Owen Andy. And the starting lineup for the Rose-Hulman Fighting Engineers. At forward, a 6'7" senior from Harrison, Ohio, number 5, Jacob Mack. At guard, a 6-foot senior from Loveland, Ohio, number 15, Greg McGee. At guard, a 6'3" junior from Buffalo Grove, Illinois, number 23, Sambit Ram. At forward, a 6'6" sophomore from Fishers, Indiana, number 30, Terry Hicks. And at forward, a 6'5" freshman from Fort Wayne, Indiana, number 40, Dylan Duff. The Fighting Engineers are coached by Rusty Lloyd.
And there are your starting lineups for these two clubs. For the Ravens, Williams, Gentry, Gaddis, Shropshire, and Dowling. For the Engineers, Back, McGee, Ram, Hicks, and Duff. Anderson in their road blacks with the orange letters and numbers. Rose-Hulman with their home whites in Old Rose. Old Rose will be the color of their letters and numbers on their jersey. Back in Dowling and ready to tip it up. Rose-Hulman starts the game with the possession. Anderson obviously saw the video from the last game because they defended that Sambit Ram layup opportunity as we have our first turnover.
Yeah, Ronnie Williams tried to go a little too quick for himself there. for the Ravens now. Again, another turnover, back-to-back turnovers.
Good job there by Gentry to come down with that offensive rebound, and now gets the three-pointer. The lefty makes it in the corner, and that's the first point of the game. Terry Hicks, the floater. He's got such a gentle touch, doesn't he?
He sure does. For being as big as he is, to be able to come in and he shoots that high ball, but he's 6'6".
Three-point attempt, no good that time by Shropshire, excuse me. McGee with an opportunity, goes down the lane. They said was touched last by Rose-Hulman. Rusty Lloyd claps his hands and gives some direction, and so does Coach Handy. Both of these coaches with 100 wins in their belt at their respective colleges. First touch for Dowling on the block with a nice pass and a late call there. Gentry going to draw a foul. It's a great cut.
It was a good cut, and it was a very late call by that far official. I didn't see the contact, but
Drench, first free throw off the mark. Who'd they catch with that foul?
Duff.
Thank you. 1 of 2 from the line. Gentry's got all 4.
Now both teams have one turnover. Well, it's going to be key for Rose-Hulman tonight to keep that turnover margin down low. Anderson averages about 17 turnovers for the game compared to Rose-Hulman's 10. So let's hope that continues tonight.
Yeah, the turnover difference is stark.
It really is, and that could be a difference in the game.
Nice crossover move by Duff. Great defense by Dowling to provide some resistance, but Duff was able to make it anyway.
He was able to draw that contact and keep his body straight up.
Good hands by McGee, but great job by Williams to stay with it in a jump ball. We're going to leave it right here. Ronnie Williams was able to follow that ball, and as it was pinballing around in the air. This matchup, Williams and McGee, is going to be fun to watch, isn't it?
It is. Williams, so far, it seems to be very, very quick.
Oh, yes.
But in my opinion, his play's a little out of control at this point. Obviously, we're only 3 minutes into the game, but love to see him kind of control that a little better.
Dowling, the freshman, back the senior. The freshman wins that matchup, got a nice little pump fake and got back in the air.
He's a big freshman, listed
Yes,
at 6'6", but averaging 10 points a game. That'll be another interesting matchup with Jacob back and him going at it. Again, they're going to want to get back in the paint, get him some points in there, because that's where they're dangerous, Rose-Hulman is.
Back with the offensive rebound. It was stripped away from him. Gaddis comes away with it. Here he comes across the 10-second line. Boy, the Rose-Hulman bench is very unhappy right now. I don't know if they wanted an infraction there, but Gentry gets another bucket. Back, down low, got hammered, no call. They're saying strip cleanly. Here comes Williams. Hand in the face of Williams, and the three is no good. Ball's being tipped, and Coach Lloyd's going to his bench. He's going to bring Trey Words immediately. He's not happy with what he's seeing. He wants that defensive rebound.
He did, and he's not happy with the last 2 possessions, rightfully so. But surprisingly, a little bit, I don't know Coach Handy's, but he's just substituted 4 guys into the game.
We'll get these names here in just a moment. As trickling down to the 16-minute mark. Williams stays on the floor. Here comes Duff.
Nice. Watch this.
Your seatbelts.
Oh.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Still 2 points.
We were both wanting the Duff stuff. But he fooled us on that one.
Hate to moan after 2 points.
Yeah, exactly. And the steal. We can't moan too much.
I know.
That one.
Austin Lions with the bucket. Ravens continue to have that 4-point lead early in the game. Oh boy. Duff with the take, hard take,
nice.
Off the rim and in. Duff's got 6.
I love Duff's body control, able to, again, get that contact, to stay under control, know where the basket is.
Stolen
Another
from
steal.
Williams. And a foul. Have to get this thing sorted out. Camden Smith, Austin Lions, Alex Hunt, and Francis Uzor into the game the last couple dead balls ago. Now we get another sub, and who got in this time?
I don't know, Ronnie Williams came out. Ronnie has 3 turnovers and 2 personal fouls in the first 5 minutes, so we may not see Ronnie for a while.
We might. You never know. You know how these seniors can gain the trust of their coach, so we'll see how this goes. Sandeep Ram with the big bucket. He's on the board. Engineers tie it at 10. Callahan came in the game at the last dead ball. Nice pull up there by Lions off the mark, but it was a great shot. McGee got to stop ball, he gets fouled. He's going to the free throw line for 2. He had that direct lane to the basket. Nobody stepped over in the driving lane, and he just kept going toward the basket.
Yeah. You know, we've mentioned the points in the paint being a big, and it's obviously early in the ball game, but Rose-Hulman, 8 out of their 10 points have come in the paint.
It's no shocker there, is it?
No, it's not. And only 4 out of the 10 for Anderson have come in the paint.
Rom out, Cabrick in. So the freshman Jackson Cabrick sees his first action tonight. It's a young man that sees early rotation minutes and for these Engineers. As Coach Lloyd definitely not afraid to put in freshmen.
No, and they produce quality minutes when they're in.
Cabrick, great defense there on Smith. Pull up off the backboard was good by Shropshire. He's got 2 now, 12 apiece. Duff gets to work to the top of the key, a little short. Cabrick gets the rebound.
Nice pass.
Very nice pass to Wirtz, as now he is the 5th Engineer to score.
Yeah, Jacob saw that he was still open, didn't take the shot and fired it in there. Nice play by the Engineers.
Smith, the left hand off the glass, no good. Here comes McGee. Look at the head of Callahan's, got him. Beautiful pull, and he missed the layup. It was a great pass, couldn't quite finish it off.
No, Callahan got a little lazy with it. Thought he was wide open, and he was, but just didn't get it in the hole.
Great take there by Alex Hunt. Cuffed the ball like he was coming around the corner and was able to shield off Duff. Downloaded Callahan again, nope. Couldn't pay that one off either. A couple of good looks. He'll get it to go down. Duff on with the steal.
Nice defense by Duff.
And there's Smith, ball pops away from him.
Very
15
quick
on the shot clock.
Quick pace tonight, Walt, in this game.
A little frenetic.
Which is what Anderson, I think, will thrive on. It's not really Rose-Hulman's cup of tea. But
oh boy, offensive board underneath, and boy, Trey Wirtz has got to get that board.
Well, you just went right under it. You didn't quite know where it bounced off.
Works on the drive, gets cut off. Back out to McGee. Francis Uzor was got the buck, and I hope I'm pronouncing his name. I was hoping to get a pronunciation from the game operator, but there's Works. He's got 5 as he hits first Rose 3 of the night. Man-to-man pressure as an offensive foul on this screen by Shropshire. He's going to pick up a foul there, and we're going to get some more substitutions. Are we getting a time? Nope, just more substitutions. I know back is coming back into the game as here comes Farnsworth. Isaac Farnsworth in the game for the first time. You have Phil Bessick into the game for the Ravens for the first time. And Jordan Gaddis back in. Here comes Capers off the curl. Farnsworth, the stutter step. Looking. And he traveled.
Oh, come on.
Did he travel?
No, he didn't travel. And the official was right in front of him. Didn't call it. It was that far official. He stutter stepped with his pivot foot, but he never lifted the foot off the ground.
I didn't see it either.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Engineers clinging to a 1-point lead. Dowling back in the game. A ball intended for him was tipped out of bounds. Six Ravens have scored up to this point. Going to look for Dowling. There he's looking for him. Good job by Back so far. And off the glass. He's giving him time. Rose did not send the double, and Dowling now has 4 points. 18-17 Ravens.
Dowling is a force down low there.
Yes, he is. Nice swing. Farnsworth off.
Grab the ball. Okay, nice job.
And the turnaround finds himself wide open from the free throw line. Jackson Capers is now on the board.
Yeah, it's nice to see Jackson there. Grab the ball, be smart about it. Turn around, hit that jumper that he does so well.
Bessick. Now Gentry. Down low Gentry, off the glass, no. Tipped by Back, out of bounds, couldn't squeeze it.
Boy, good defense by the Engineers, but 2 or 3 times tonight they've kind of let things slide, and guys have been able to cut and get wide open.
Good defense by Back, but how about the stick-to-itiveness of Dowling to be patient?
Yeah, he did stick with it. You're right.
Tempo. Jackson Capers.
There you go. Jackson's waking up a little bit. Nice to see that.
(22-20). Engineers with the 2-point lead. Gentry trying to change that, and he does. Cade Gentry. He's got 9. Down low to Callahan. It's going to be a foul. Too bad he didn't put that up. He could have gotten 2 easy free throws, but it should be sideline out of bounds, baseline out of bounds.
And so far, Anderson's shooting, again, we talked about them being in the number 10 in Division III at 50%. They're shooting at 59% right now, Walt, as a team. I think that's pretty good.
That's very good.
Compared to 52% by Rose.
Which that's good too.
Yeah.
Isaac Farnsworth, the tip, couldn't get it. Here comes Gaddis. Trailer is Lions. That's a beautiful trail job right there He's got 5. Rusty Lloyd wants a timeout. Full timeout, 9:21 to go. Anderson up 6.
4 years ago, I drove my daughter to Riddell National Bank, where she opened her savings account. Today, she's still saving money. My relationship with Riddell is better than ever, too. No other bank focuses on relationships as much as they do. I can count on them for small business loans when I need them. Riddell National Bank helps small business owners and their families grow, both financially and personally. Riddell National Bank, making friends since 1885.
Athletes know that injuries happen. When they do, let our team help get you back to your team sooner. Union Center for Sports Medicine. We prevent, diagnose, repair, and rehabilitate injuries to get you back in the game.
Anderson on a 6-0 run in the last 45 seconds. That's what prompted that timeout by Coach Lloyd. Let's see how the Engineers respond.
Again, another very quick pace in this first half that I think favors the Ravens.
Oh man, sloppy pass right there. Turnover and a foul. Turnover and the foul ball Farnsworth as he kind of telegraphed that pass, and great job by Phil Bessick. Read it and stole it. Only the second team foul on the Engineers. Ravens incidentally have 5 team fouls. So let's see how that plays out in the last 9:06 of this half.
Yeah, exactly. Both teams with 4 turnovers. But I think the longer we can get Ronnie Williams on the bench, which he is for the Ravens. But although Anderson has not missed a beat, obviously without him.
Yeah, I was just going to say the bench play has really helped pick him up. Down low to Dowling. Double comes, he looks for the pass, there's Gentry. There's a steal, good job by Callahan. He gets one off the glass, Jacob back there for the follow.
Nice, Jacob to get on the board, good follow. And a nice steal by Callahan. He's just got to take advantage of that, go up strong to the hoop.
Favorite tried to get the steal. Bessick down low, met by contact, and the ball was tipped out of bounds. Here comes a host of Ravens back into the game. Will be Uzor, also Smith, and Hunt. They come back in. Both teams going very deep. Both teams go around 10 deep or so. Boy, I'm telling you what, Alton Lyons. This 6'2" junior looks good, doesn't he?
He does. He's got a nice rotation on his shot. That high arc.
Boy, Callahan got hung up, needed some help. Called to call a timeout. Nobody went back to help him. 8:01 to go. Engineers down 4.
Get a fresh start at York Chevy Buick on US Highway 40 in Brazil. We have fresh discounts on Chevy Silverado up to $10,000 off. Chevy Trax, $87 per month. Buick Encore, $117 per month. Or Chevy Equinoxes up to $6,500 off. It's a new year. Get a new ride at YorkChevy.com. Stop by today and we'll show you why we're not number one, you are.
We're not number one.
You are.
You're number one at York.
Athletes know that injuries happen. When they do, let our team help get you back to your team sooner. Union Center for Sports Medicine. We prevent, diagnose, repair, and rehabilitate injuries to get you back in the game. Union Center for Sports Medicine.
You're watching Rose-Hulman men's basketball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Engineers down 4 as we come back out of this timeout. 8:01 to go here in the first half of play. Troy, your impressions so far this first half?
Well, I feel like Rose-Hulman has played a little sloppy this first half, again, in large part because of Anderson's quickness. And again, Anderson's shooting now 63% compared to 50% for Rose-Hulman. Field goals.
Up and up, isn't it?
Yeah, that's been impressive so far.
Maybe a foul here on maybe a grab. I'm not sure who that was on. I didn't catch it, but Engineers now one foul away from the bonus. Lob to Terry Hicks.
Go up.
Gotta go straight up.
Wow.
And somehow the ball goes in. He was falling backwards.
He was falling backwards, and it just barely got it over the lip of the rim.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, isn't it? Lions. He's
My
good.
Goodness.
He is feeling it.
He is. 10. That's his 9th point. He's 4 of 6 of shooting. Oh, excuse me, 10th point. He's 4 of 6 of shooting. And they are currently at 65%. It keeps going up. You're right, Walt. Impressive display here by the Ravens this first half.
Callahan got it out of his hands, back with 8. Got to find some help. Somebody got to take over this possession. Callahan with 4, gives it the back. Somebody's got to shoot the ball. And Terry Hicks bails him out. That was a horrible possession that ended in a wonderful result.
Terry Hicks with 7 points. He's perfect from the floor, that Terry Hicks. He's 4 for 4 from the field.
K-Brick to back, now finds somebody run the possession. Oh my goodness.
They've got to be able to move.
Can I call a timeout from up here? Oh man, this is killing me.
Good. Whew. I think if you did call a timeout, the officials would hear you. Well, and they might actually charge you with the timeout.
They're putting Jacob back in a horrible position. You can't give him the ball at the top of the key and everybody just space out like he's going to run the possession from the point guard job. Somebody run the show. I'll get off my soapbox now. 6:30 to go.
You're right. They've got to get Jacob down low, not up high on the post. Top of the key. Again, another poor possession for the Engineers, but again, in large part because of Anderson and their defense.
Gaddis got pushed by K-Brick. Going to pick up his first foul. Oh, mercy. That was a rough stretch for the Engineers right there. You're going to see Craig McGee back in the game really. Here he comes right now. Yep. Here he comes right now. I mean, it's a game where he's going to end up having to play 35 minutes. He's been averaging right at 30 minutes a game. He's going to have to up that today, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he's obviously the leader in a lot of different ways for this team. And nice steal there by Duff.
Got stripped, getting after the ball. He looks like a football player there. He looks like a football player there diving after it. Coach Lloyd telling him to slow down and possess the ball before you try to race up the court and go behind your back.
Gotta like the hustle, though. I like the.
Yeah, you do.
The hustle that Duff brings on every play, either offense or defense. He's 100% every time he's in there.
Yeah. I think Coach Lloyd would have gone for 90 right there. A bluff by Matt, return to sender. Pass down low, was stolen away.
Beautiful. Can he jump that high?
He can now. Duff takes some frustration out on that ball as he shoots it from deep.
Duff leading the Engineers with 9 points now. 4 of 6 from the field, 1 of 1.
Ooh, that's a foul. It's an offensive foul.
Come on.
That's got to be an offensive foul. It's Terry Hicks got hit with the elbow.
Yeah, the officials obviously did not see it.
Everybody missed it. Everybody missed it. They're staying on this end of the floor. Anderson still has the ball. They have the possession. they called that on Terry Hicks. I think.
I'm not sure what they called. I'll be honest.
Sometimes you got to play through it. Just, hey, don't worry about the call. Not going to get it. Let's play ball. I used to love games like this. Let's play ball. McGee calls for the screen. Ooh.
Oh.
Back wasn't ready for the pass. It goes to the
No, he was almost didn't need to pass it. He was open for a layup, I thought. They made a nice move.
Cross court to Gaddis. He jumps in the air, misses. McGee comes down with the double team. Rose could have numbers. Here comes Rom. Nice pass to Jacob back. Off the blackboard and one. Great diagonal pass from Rom to back. Engineers with a 3-point lead have a chance to make it 4. I believe that would be the biggest lead of the game for either team.
I believe it would be, and it was a great transition there by the Engineers as we go to a break, to a timeout here. Engineers are up 3. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
H&R Block is your tax preparation service experts, no matter how you file. Sue Jones and Associates offer all tax preparation and all the tax services you need, not only at tax time, but throughout the year. Get your hometown tax help from Sue Goshen's H&R Block, located in Brazil, across from the courthouse.
I got a hunger burning inside me, satisfied by just one thing. So I run to the phone and dial the number for Pizza King. I'm gonna ring the king. The king delivers. I'm gonna ring the king. An incredibly delicious royal feast pizza on the best crust you ever tasted. Ring the king.
You're watching Rose-Hulman men's basketball on the Indiana Sports Network.
4 minutes and 30 seconds remain in the first half. The Engineers are up 34 to 31. A torrid pace being played here in this first half, which is, you know, pretty much what we kind of were expecting. When you look at the last last 12 matchups between these two teams, in all those 12, the winner scored at least 70 points. So this is not a game where you're going to find 56 to 52 typically.
No, you know, Anderson averages just under 80 points per game. But the interesting thing is defensively, Rose-Hulman averages teams about 62 points per game.
Tip ball, got to squeeze it. Couldn't do it. Bassett found himself alone underneath the basket, couldn't corral it. And what do we have a call here? Oh, they reset the clock and now we got to make an adjustment, I think. Is that what we're doing? Yeah, down to 24 on the shot clock. So Griffin and Rose had possession, so reset to 30, then it was stolen away. Offensive foul there on that transition from Gaddis to Gentry. That's the second time. Gotta pause. You gotta have that, you know, be set for a moment.
You do, and the way this first half has gone, nobody's paused.
No.
It's been such a quick pace.
Hicks looking for, trying to get it to McGee. And great job by Gaddis off the ball defense. Great ball denial. Back with the three-pointer is woefully off to the right. Got to have a hand up when you're around Lions with the ball.
Yeah, with all these guys, you got to keep your feet moving on the defensive end.
Ball hopping around. Gaddis down the right side. Blocked by back, but Uzor cleans it up. He's got 4. Nice pass to Terry Hicks. You got to have your hands ready because McGee will fire it at you at the moment's notice. On the shot clock.
You know, Anderson has really good ball movement.
They do. Rough shot there.
Yeah, it was.
McGee.
Poor shot. Now let's see if Rose-Hulman can take advantage in transition here.
Looking down low to back. He's alone. Now he's not. Now he is. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you what. Craig McGee in this game right now has 3 assists. He should have 6 or 7.
You're exactly right. He also leads the team with rebounds. He has 4 rebounds.
Jacob back, second trip to the free throw line, misses that one. That's the thing of his game. Jacob Back's free throw shooting. You know, it's something that he just keeps working on, but it just, there's some days where they all go down, other days they don't. Kind of has a sideways rotation on the shot. He makes that one, and he's going to come out, yes, and Trey Wertz comes back in for him. Max Chaplin in the game for the first time, so he comes into the game. 2:20 to go, Engineers up 4. Lions. Now Hunt. Ball hopping around, moving with purpose. I like it. 3-pointer top of the key is missed. A little short. I like the possession.
Yeah, I don't think that's who you wanted. I don't think you want Dowling to shoot that 3, but that's okay. I think Rose-Hulman would like for him to shoot that 3. But
yeah, I think that might have been like the 3rd he's attempted all season long, I think.
But yeah, he was open, and it was a nice possession. So.
In the flow of the offense.
Yep, exactly.
Chaplin. Now 10. Back door to McGee. There you go. McGee got his hands on it, couldn't quite grab it. Ooh, could have been a travel there. Gentry, a nice take. Dowling. He's bumping. Oh. Nice no-look pass to King Gentry. How about that?
Very nice pass.
It was.
And again, Rose-Hulman just kind of one mishap on defense. Another nice assist there by McGee.
Works now with 7.
Coach Handy not happy with somebody on the Anderson squad.
Oh, Lions got bumped. He's going to get a couple of free throws. Looks like we're going to get Terry Hicks. The call for the infraction. Yeah.
Only the 5th team foul this half for the Engineers.
Austin Lyons, junior from Anderson, Indiana, the hometown product. Went to LaPel High School. Will the Engineers go 2 for 1 here? Yep, McGee free throw line jumper goes down. We're going to get them one more possession if they get the defensive rebound. So.
Rose-Hulman 6 of their last 7.
Oh boy, tough crash to the floor for Dowling. Engineers have number to pass to K-Brick. Beautiful pass to Jackson K-Brick. He's got 7, and Dowling is smarting. He's hurting. He's holding his elbow. Possession will continue. Back door to Gaddis. Swing to Gentry. Left side three. No. Boy, that's something they're going to have to look at in the training room is Gavin Dowling crashed hard to
Yeah, he
the
came
floor.
down hard on his elbow.
Surprised he didn't stop the play after the Rose bucket to check on him, but he had already popped up. Hard crash right before the halftime, so I know they'll check on him and make sure he's okay. Do expect him to come out and start the second half. 45-37 Engineers with an 8-point lead. We'll take a couple of minutes of a commercial break and come back with our halftime show stats and analysis. Are ahead, you're watching HCAC basketball. Rose-Hulman on the Indiana Sports Network.
It could be anyone. The star student, the all-state athlete. I never thought it could happen to me, that I could lose everything. I found help, I found hope, I found recovery. I regained something lost.
The city of Brazil was founded in 1866. By 1876, there were 2 schools, 7 dry goods stores, 2 hardware stores, 4 churches, and 5 drugstores. One of those drugstores is still there today, Lynn's Pharmacy. Lynn's Pharmacy has grown from a small neighborhood drugstore to a modern pharmacy, offering prescriptions and medical equipment with old-fashioned values and unparalleled service. You can even step back in time and visit Lynn's Soda Parlor
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy,
downtown Brazil.
We were choosing colors for the house, and I stopped and looked at Mike and said, "We're really doing this, aren't we?" The process was challenging, but Riddell was there for us every step of the way. The mortgage, closing, they eased our stress. It made sense when Mike said,
we're really doing this.
Mortgage loans made easy from Riddell. Making friends since 1885.
At Union Health, we understand that early detection of breast cancer saves lives. That's why the Clara Fairbanks Center for Women offers the most advanced breast cancer detection available. Tomosynthesis 3D breast imaging. This state-of-the-art technology pinpoints breast cancer at its earliest stages when it's most curable. For you, that means earlier detection. For us, that means being able to give you peace of mind in your health care. To schedule your mammogram, call 812-238-7766. Union Health. Healthier together.
It's time for the halftime report on the Indiana Sports Network.
Get a fresh start at York.
Well, at times for the Engineers, it looked pretty rough in that first half. But they somehow, you look up at the scoreboard and you see they have an 8-point advantage, 45-37. Troy, kind of a frenetic half at some points, but then there are other points where the game smoothed out and had a very nice flow. Not a whole lot of fouls to stop the game, but just like we thought, the one thing we thought we'd see would be a lot of points. We did see this.
Yeah, we sure did, and just Rose-Hulman finally came on there in the last 2, 3, 4 minutes. They finished 7 of 8 in field goals in those last few minutes, and I honestly, Walt kind of flipped the script on Anderson. Now Rose-Hulman, they shot 61% from the field in that first half, and Anderson unfortunately kind of went down. They were at the 60 mark, if you remember. Now they're down to 48% for that first half. So just a nice half, or at least 5 minutes, the last 5 minutes of the half, let's say, for Rose-Hulman. They obviously are led by Hicks with 9 and Dylan Duff with 9 as well, and Craig McGee, who came in and I think really kind of sparked that run at the end. The last 5 minutes. He has 6 points, but leads the team with 6 rebounds and then 5 assists. Played a total of 17 minutes in that first half, and as you mentioned earlier, I think we're going to need to see Craig out there for the majority of the second half as well. But you know, the very quick pace by Anderson, they move the ball very, very well, and you can see that when they get the open looks, they knock it down. They were led by Cade Gentry with 11 points. Ronnie Williams, who averages over 18 points for Anderson, went out of the game early. He had 3 quick turnovers and 2 personal fouls in 5 minutes of play. So he was not a factor at all in that first half, and it'll be interesting to see how much he comes back here in this second half and whether or not he is a factor for the Ravens. You got to think he will be.
Are you surprised a little bit that he didn't come back in at any point in the half? We know he went out early. Some coaches will trust a player. Some coaches will play the traditional ride him for the rest of the half. Are you surprised that Coach Handy didn't come back to Williams?
A little bit, but they play 9 to 10 players, and the guys off the bench played well, for the majority of that half when Williams wasn't in. So there wasn't like there was a definite need for him to come in. Again, Gentry had 11 points. The Lions ended up with 12. Dowling, who, again, it'll be interesting to see if he's injured or not at that elbow. Hopefully, he's getting that. I'm sure he's getting that treated here at halftime. But he had 6 points for the Ravens. So, yeah, the bench played very, very well. And I think that's what kept Williams on the bench, per se, for the end of that first half. But I think he'll be out here to start this second half, and depending on how well he plays, he's could be a big factor for the Ravens come this second half. But again, kudos to Rose-Hulman for kind of sticking in there. Again, points in the paint will always a factor when Rose-Hulman's playing. They outscored Anderson 22-18 with points in the paint. So that's, again, something that they're going to just have to keep doing, I think, here in this second half in order to try to get the W tonight.
Rose-Hulman has a 45-37 lead on the visiting Ravens from Anderson. We're going to take a break in our halftime show. Come back with more stats and analysis after this.
Burger or grilled cheese?
Grilled cheese.
Burger.
I went with crispy tenders and the tots. It's patty. Really fresh. I'm going to try to chow this thing down before I get to the wrapper. Sonic Wacky Pack.
Get a fresh start at York Chevy Buick on US Highway 40 in Brazil. We have fresh discounts on Chevy Silverado up to $10,000 off. Chevy Trax, $87 per month. Buick Encore, $117 per month. Or Chevy Equinoxes up to $6,500 off. It's a new year. Get a new ride at YorkChevy.com. Stop by today and we'll show you why we're not number one, you are.
We're not number one. You are. You're number one at York.
This program is a copyrighted production of Indiana Sports Network and cannot be shown, reproduced, or redistributed in any way or in any form without prior written permission from Indiana Sports Network.
At Lynn's Pharmacy, we're more than just your pharmacist. We're your neighbors.
Our kids go to the same schools. We eat at the same restaurants.
We sit next to you in church.
When I listen to a symptom.
When I fill a prescription.
When I offer advice, I'm not just helping a customer. I'm helping my neighbor and a friend. My name is Lynn Hofstetter, and I'm the proud owner of Lynn's Pharmacy, a modern pharmacy with old-fashioned values and personal service dedicated to keeping you, your family, and our community healthy since 1872.
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
4 years ago, I drove my daughter to Riddell National Bank, where she opened her savings account. Today, she's still saving money. My relationship with Riddell is better than ever, too. No other bank focuses on relationships as much as they do. I can count on them for small business loans when I need them. Riddell National Bank helps small business owners and their families grow, both financially and personally. Riddell National Bank, making friends since 1885.
Oh, heaven.
So you think chicken is heaven?
Oh my gosh, it's yes. I love that the bun's toasted and the chicken's cooked to the crisp. It is perfect. Chicken slinger.
Heaven in my mouth.
You're watching Rose-Hulman men's basketball on the Indiana Sports Network.
We're back at halftime here at the Holbourne Arena, where the Rose-Hulman Fighting Engineers have an 8-point lead, their biggest lead of the game, incidentally, is right now. They got that lead at the end of the first half, and here we are with an 8-point lead over Anderson. When you look at Anderson and Rose-Hulman playing right now in the women's game, Rose-Hulman down by 8 points at Anderson, aren't they?
Yeah, it's halftime there, and the Lady Engineers are down 32-24. Jordan Barlow has 10 points and 3 rebounds to lead the Engineers there. And we will have that opposite game here Saturday.
That's right. We sure
on
will.
the Indiana Sports Network.
It'll be nice to be able to see the women.
The first time that I've seen them this year.
And they had the one game against, I believe it was Franklin, to begin the season, and then had to pause because of COVID, and now they're healthy and raring and ready to go. Coach Prevo's squad, hopefully they can come back down there at Anderson. Even if they don't, we'll have them here. That's a 1 p.m. game on Saturday. It'll be a 12:45 pregame show, 1 p.m. tip. Also in action tonight, it will be the volleyball team here, the women's volleyball team. Coach Larry Delsey's squad, 2-1 on the season, and they're at Franklin tonight. So good luck to Coach Larry Delsey's Fighting Engineers volleyball squad, as they had a big victory at Anderson on Tuesday, 3-1, and we will have them on Sunday.
We'll have volleyball on Sunday.
On Super Bowl Sunday, we'll have them against Transylvania. It'll be a tough match against Transy. That'll be at 3 p.m. What do you call that? First serve? What do you call it?
Yeah, we could say first serve.
First serve, 3 p.m. first serve, and a 2:45 pregame show. So
it'll be done. I think the Super Bowl starts at 6:30.
Yeah, something like that.
The pregame probably starts at like 10 a.m. But
right.
You'll have plenty of time to watch a little volleyball, and then get home to eat some wings and pizza and whatever you're going to do to watch it. Watch what I think is going to be a really good Super Bowl matchup.
I sure hope so.
But you know what?
Possession in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, exactly. Let's hope. You know what was really good, though, for Rose-Hulman in that first half, Walton, we didn't mention that in the opening of the halftime, was that they had 11 fast break points.
Yes, I'm glad you know that.
To 0 compared to Anderson in that first half. So kudos to Rose-Hulman again. When they get out in transition, they were able to obviously connect and capitalize on that, and then defensively they were able to get back and obviously stop any fast break points for the Ravens.
Rose-Hulman focuses on defense, and that's where their calling card is up to this point this year. Take our last break at our halftime show and come back with the second half of action. Rose-Hulman and Anderson, second half after this.
Chili's first, because
Chili's
it's
the star.
The star of it. And then cheese is just there to be like, I'm gonna lift you up. It would be nothing without the Fritos and the cheese.
And cheese is like the hype man. Sonic Fritos Chili Cheese Junior Wrap. I got you.
Yeah.
So what do we do before we cross the street?
We look for ways for cars.
No cars. All right, let's go.
But Daddy, why do you have to hold my hand?
To keep you safe. That's why we look for cars. I'm watching out for danger to keep you safe.
Daddy, who watches out for you?
Protect your family and loved ones with Micah Bonomo.
H&R Block is your tax preparation service experts, no matter how you file. Sue Jones and Associates offer all tax preparation and all the tax services you need, not only at tax time, but throughout the year. Get your hometown tax help from Sue Goshen's H&R Block, located in Brazil, across from the courthouse. You're watching Rose-Hulman Men's Basketball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Big thank you to our sponsor, the Fine Farm Bureau Insurance with Michael Bonomo, Goshen H&R Block, Hamilton Center, Lynn's Pharmacy, Pizza King, Dale National Bank, Sonic Drive-In, Union Health, and York Automotive. Big thank you to Jason, Kane, and Harper, and Payne Lockmiller for giving us the sites, and Tony Harper for putting those sights and sounds together. You know, I was at Sonic earlier today. I got a nice little breakfast burrito this morning, set my morning off nice.
Are you getting
got a grape slushy too, man. I mean, I'm telling you.
You're getting like going to be customer of the month there at Sonic.
And I'm hungry now. Well, thinking about I might go back. Jacob back. Speaking of back.
Yeah, back is right back here on the scoreboard for his 9th point.
So let's see what kind of impact Ronnie Williams will have in the second half. I know he was amped up and wanted to do big things in this game, and we expect a much better outcome for him in the second half, as the senior guard has meant a lot to this program. Sometimes you can just get too excited. And
obviously he started out very excited. Yeah. But he is very quick, you can tell. And it just led to some turnovers there early. And mistakes that he normally doesn't make.
Baseline drive, gets it to Dowling. I think the pass was going to Gaddis, actually. As you heard the horn, the ball goes off the back iron. I'm telling you what, Jordan Gaddis, his off-ball defense on Craig McGee has been very good.
It has been.
Hicks loses the ball. He had 2 points and just lost it.
Sure did. Nice drive to the lane, but just couldn't hold on to the ball. Yeah. Engineers, again, with 10 points, their largest lead of the game. Early here in the second half.
Off his foot, and he's out of bounds. He's got to call it. They do. Ronnie Williams, very unfortunate. Are we going to get a change?
I think we're getting a warning. Coach Hardy is calling for the foul.
And look at that, boy! Look at not Gentry, but Gaddis. Man, I'm telling you what.
Yeah,
he is playing some good defense on.
He is as a freshman. He is very. In the face of McGee all night long.
McGee gets the switch, picks up his dribble. Now Hicks. 10 on the shot clock. Hicks down the lane. Get by your first man, the help's got to come, and it did not. 4 points this half for the Engineers. Coach Handy giving the referee all he wants. Back to the smackdown.
Woo! Seems like a two-handed block. In volleyball, I don't know where Back got these hops from, but he has picked them up this game. Nice to see.
Yep.
It's his 3rd block of the game.
Williams cut off. Gentry, his 3 is no good. Back snares down the rebound. A bucket here could lead to a timeout by Coach Handy. Duff with the screen. Let's see if Duff goes to the baseline. He does. Cut off nicely by Dowling. And here comes Williams. Bounce pass is cut off, and it's a turnover. Duff. He runs right into Dowling, and Dowling did not move an inch. 3-pointer by McGee. Timeout, Coach Handy. Engineers off to a great start in the second half.
I got a hunger burning inside me, satisfied by just one thing. So I run to the phone and dial the number for Pizza King. I'm gonna ring the I'm gonna ring the king. An incredibly delicious royal feast pizza on the best crust you ever tasted. Ring the king.
You're watching Rose-Hulman men's basketball on the Indiana Sports Network.
On that last attempt by Dylan Duff, he runs into Mount Dowling. And I'm telling you, Dylan Duff is a strong guy.
He is.
He was not flopping, and he got bounced back 5 feet.
There was 2 freshmen
Dowling
going at
stayed
it.
still. Man, Dowling is a strong kid. I mean, he's just a baby. He's just a freshman, folks. And boy, he's strong.
Well, and Coach Handy's going to have to, they did get a technical while we were sitting there discussing. We didn't know for sure, but Coach Handy was fired up there once he called the timeout towards the referees.
Yeah. There's a couple calls that didn't go his way, and he wanted. The sideline turnover by Williams when he dove after it. I did feel that he got bumped by McGee. I really did.
Yeah.
Coach Handy wanted that call. That was one that might have set him over the edge. There's Williams, a rainmaker. His first points of the game.
Coach Handy's got to be happy with that.
Yeah. Duff baseline draws and gets it to Hicks.
But not happy with that breakdown in defense. Again, another nice move by Hicks. He has 11 points for the, or excuse me, 13.
Lyons touches a lot of the iron and it goes down. He's got 14 points to lead the pace. McGee, Smith on him. That's too easy. That's too easy.
Nice move, nice court awareness, know exactly where he was at, being able to make that spin and scoop shot that he does so well.
Ooh, almost a steal by in there. It was a foul. Almost a steal by Duff. Then off the next pass, it was a foul. Who did get?
It was Hicks, which is his third.
Yeah.
He's going to be coming out of the game. Hicks has played well tonight. He has 13 points, 6 for 6 from the field.
Hasn't missed. How about that? Alex Hunt knocks down that first free throw. Hunt misses the second. Usor's on the ground. He pops back up. For a minute there, I thought something was wrong, but
yeah, I'm not sure how he ended up on the ground.
Yeah, me neither.
Duff goes right at him.
Yep. Dylan Duff, a tough customer. He's got 11. Lions down the paint. Gotta be able to stop that young man. And we're going to get a timeout by Coach Handy. 60-45. No, we're not getting a timeout. I thought we were. He blew the whistle and pointed at him.
He did, but then Coach Handy said something to the effect.
Did he say never mind?
It looked like he pointed to his assistant coach as if he was just telling me how many timeouts we had left or something.
Wow. Usually you don't get that luxury.
No, you don't. Especially after a technical.
A defensive foul. Duff on the drive, and Anderson tried to slide in there. Who got that last bucket by Anderson? I missed it. I got distracted by
Lions head.
Okay. I got distracted by the phantom timeout call.
Lions now with 19 points to lead all scores.
And we do get a timeout now as Engineers are up 16 with 15:25 to go.
It could be anyone. The star student, the all-state athlete. I never thought it could happen to me, that I could lose everything. found help, I found hope, I found recovery. I regained something lost.
The city of Brazil was founded in 1866. By 1876, there were 2 schools, 7 dry goods stores, 2 hardware stores, 4 churches, and 5 drugstores. One of those drugstores is still there today, Lynn's Pharmacy. Lynn's Pharmacy has grown from a small neighborhood drugstore to a modern pharmacy, offering prescriptions and medical equipment with old-fashioned values and unparalleled service. You can even step back in time and visit Lynn's Soda Parlor
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
You're watching Rose-Hulman men's basketball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Trey McGee leads the way for the Engineers with 13 points. And the one thing you look at stat-wise, he committed his first turnover tonight in about 3 games. And so I'm sure he will look at things and he'll realize exactly which pass it was. And, you know, that's a source of pride with him is playing a lot of minutes, not turning the ball over very much. And this year has been a banner year for him.
It has been. And the team as a whole has done very well this year, not turning the ball over.
Right. Ooh, the step back for Lions. A little heat check there as Gaddis is able to corral it and get on the board with his first 2. Man, how did the Engineers get before that, a 16-point lead? I mean, it's a kind of rhetorical question as Rom has an opportunity for a 3-point play, but you look at the way this game was going in the first half, and then at the end of the half, they bursted out to an 8-point lead, and you look at it now, it's back up to 16. It's like, it doesn't even feel like that, does it?
No, it doesn't, but they've just, they not missed. They're at 67% field goals. And they've come out, they've just been hot here in the last, as you mentioned, 5 minutes of the first half, and now the first 5 of this second.
Yep. Brown knocks down the free throw. It was the Engineers, I believe, their biggest lead in the game at 17. How long can the Engineers keep this lead over double digits? Will be key in this basketball game. Gaddis, 17. He's off. Got to get on the floor, boys. Good job by Uzor. Great job to get on the floor. He just couldn't keep it. Engineers some kind of way come away with the ball. Here goes McGee. Oh, and boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, you got to be ready for the passes from McGee. You got to know what's coming. He gives his fellow senior a high five and says, hey, don't worry about it. Oh, man.
But while we both know with the way Anderson can shoot the ball, this lead is not safe.
Oh, my gosh. That's bad defense right there.
Yeah, it was.
You can't go for that pump fake, and Coach Lloyd is incensed.
Yeah, words.
Oh. Kaberg in the corner works. Says, hey, I'll get it back. Don't worry, Coach. I got you. I'll get these 2 points back. Oh, man.
What do you expect out of one of your seniors there?
Yeah.
3 words. Make a mistake on one end, you got to make up for it.
Sure do. Works is close to double digits. He's got 8. Not sure if he's had a double-digit game this season. I don't think he has yet. And he curls a couple in. Works. Will stay in. McGee will come out. We'll see how long we can give this unit some run. Last time McGee went out, things got a little hairy.
Yeah, they did.
Gentry off the wheel route. Gets it to Gaddis. That's short. And look who's got the offensive board. A flop by Wirtz. There's no way Trey Wirtz should get bumped down that easy. That's like who the cat that caught the canary right there. Oh, hey, boy.
Screen Actors Guild Award came out today. They forgot to put Trey Wirtz on the nomination list.
Jackson Cabrick was cracking up after that whistle was blown. Farnsworth almost got stripped by Williams. Needs a little help. Somebody come help him. Oh, my goodness. Trey Wirtz in the corner. Oh, was short. Great rebound by Callahan, though. Down to Wirtz. Another opportunity. Will he go to work? Nice pass to Callahan. There you go, Zach Callahan.
Nice pass by Wirtz there.
Very patient. He tips it up. Couldn't quite get it. Gentry, top of the key. No. Rom snatches it down. On those opportunities where the engineers have the ball with somebody they probably shouldn't have it in the spot they probably shouldn't have it in, Jackson Cabrick needs to be that guy to go take over and go get the ball. That's the one thing, and these are the freshmen who's going to get a foul on the floor. As a freshman, when you come in for McGee, you got to assume, not that you're, always going to, the ball's not always going to flow through you. But if guys are stuck and the play breaks down, you have to go get that ball.
You do, yeah. But those are things that come with time.
Yep.
Learning your offense, learning your role in that offense.
10 on the shot clock. Nice back door. 2 layups in a row for Callahan. Lead up to 21. Gentry along with Wirtz the rebound. Oh, he travels. Yeah. Coach Lloyd saying some words of instruction and inspiration and instruction.
He was saying, Trey, I love you, but you're not a point guard. Come down with it. Give it up.
Dowling wants it. Give it to him. There you go. Drops. Oh, he bounced it off his foot. He dribbled it off his foot. That should be, oh no, that should be Rose ball.
Well, I didn't quite understand why Rom and Callahan were just kind of watching it. They didn't go after the ball.
They thought it was off of Anderson. But still, got to go get it. Clock down to 10. Dowling's got it. Left block. Goes up. Got fouled by Wirtz. Man, I love to see these big guys go at it, don't you?
I do.
It's fun to watch.
There's so much of the game anymore is played on that three-point line.
Yeah.
It is fun to see some true big men go at it.
It's going to be fun and also at times frustrating for fans, any fans that are, anybody other than Anderson, to watch Gavin Dowling over the rest of this season, the next 3 years. This guy is going to be something to watch. I look forward to watching his maturation process over the next few years. Wirtz needs help. And once again, I hate to pick on him, but Cabrick's in that corner. He's got to go get the ball. Ball finds Rom. They end up getting a great shot. Look at Farnsworth.
Nice rebound. Oh, come on.
Get it to him. And one. I just don't, I'm sorry. Let me say this. I don't like Cabrick in that corner on that position, in that situation. And that's probably, it's probably in the flow of the offense where he is during these particular plays, but man, when you see it break down, somebody's got to be the outlet valve. You can't just stay in the corner and wait.
Right.
I would love for him to say, hey, coach, I'm going to get away from my spot. I'm going to get this ball, and I'm helping my team out to save this possession.
Nice hard play by Farnsworth, though, to get the rebound and put it back up.
Oh. Man, the floor is getting a beating tonight, isn't it?
It is. Boy. Good thing they clean the floor every,
That's right.
timeout. You need to reinforce the floor. But then the time this one's over.
Alex Hunt, 6'5" freshman for the Ravens. Boy, these Ravens have some good-looking freshmen. Just like the Engineers do. The freshmen that are playing this game for both squads. Boy, I'm telling you.
Yeah, they're just a little inexperienced for the Ravens.
Nice jump down to Words. Another missed chippy for the Engineers.
Boy, we've seen that a lot tonight.
Yeah. No call, 2 Engineers on the ground. 20-point lead for the Engineers. Here comes Farnsworth. The step back 3. Don't hurt him, Farnsworth. Oh my God.
Follow your shot, young man.
The guts to do that right in front of your coach as a freshman. How about that? Play getting a little sloppy right now, Troy.
Yeah, it is.
Getting a little sloppy.
Anderson just this half's only shooting 35%. Rose-Hulman's still shooting at a very solid 63% for this half. Rose-Hulman scored 27 points in the first 10 minutes of this half. Well,
man, that's a torrid pace.
If they get it close to 100, did we get like free Sonic or anything?
We wish. Caberg in the corner. He knocks down another 3. He's got 10.
Oh.
Engineers off to the races again. Farnsworth from 15. Oh, my goodness.
That is a good shot for him.
Hey, man.
He can hit that 15-foot.
Timeout, Coach Hand. A 25-point lead. Engineers up big.
We were choosing colors for the house, and I stopped and looked at Mike and said, "We're really doing this, aren't we?" The process was challenging, but Riddell was there for us every step of the way. The mortgage, closing, they eased our stress. It made sense when Mike said,
"We're really doing this."
Mortgage loans made easy from Riddell. Making friends since 1885.
At Union Health, we understand that early detection of breast cancer saves lives. That's why the Clara Fairbanks Center for Women offers the most advanced breast cancer detection available. Tomosynthesis 3D breast imaging. This state-of-the-art technology pinpoints breast cancer at its earliest stages when it's most curable. For you, that means earlier detection. For us, that means being able to give you peace of mind in your health care. To schedule your mammogram, call 812-238-7766. Union Health. Healthier together.
You're watching Rose-Hulman men's basketball on the Indiana Sports Network.
77 to 52, the Engineers just really pulling away from the Ravens, and this is not the only blowout in the area.
No, we had a nice high school contest here tonight with Terre Haute South 4A school traveling to Northview in Brazil, but Northview comes out on top, 67 to 35. The Knights outscored the Braves 27 to 7 in the final quarter.
67 to 35.
Tough year for the Braves, and a good season to date for the Northview Knights.
Absolutely. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Got to realize that here comes Smith. Twist, turns, gets it off the backboard. No. It does hit iron. So the shot clock now gets the reset to 20. So good job by the officials to see that it did hit iron. Uzor, boy, this is. They've had some misses, but they've also had some misses that come close, nowhere close to going through the basket.
Yeah, they've had some misses that could help build my house.
All right.
With some of those they were throwing up there.
Yeah.
But just, again, kudos to Rose-Hulman and their defensive effort that they put forward this second half.
Come on, Max. Come on, Max. A little short. Max Chaplin still trying to get his legs, for this season. Bessick, a little smarty going up the court. Have to watch him. He's going to be okay. Right block, Uzor. Smith, top of the key. Defensively, the Engineers hold teams to 43% field goal shooting, which is third best in the conference. So the Engineers, Water finds his level, Troy, and Uzor was called for a foul. And that's about, we look at
they're right at
Anderson is at
40% for this game.
Yeah.
They're 28% for this half. This second half, they shot the lights out that first half. First 10 minutes, I should say, the first half, and then came back down to reality. Again, kudos to Rose-Hulman's defense for hanging in there and just playing very well.
Offensively, you look at field goal percentage. The top field goal percentage game this conference was Franklin shooting 65% against Rose earlier this season, as that ball should go the other way. Could have been a foul on Farnsworth, but it's going to be out of bounds. So the Engineers right now, what do they shoot? 62%, 61%? Yeah,
62%. Exactly. For the game.
This is 8 minutes ago. That could go down to the mid-50s.
Sure.
Before this thing is over. Thank you very much for not allowing there's a flop warning. That's a great call. They Works got away with the flop.
Earlier.
Back did not. They're saying, hey, flop warning. Next one's a technical foul. I totally agree with that call.
I don't. Because have you seen how big Dowling is?
Do you see how big Jacob Back is? That's a flop.
Back's telling that ref he should try to do that. See if he can stand up to it.
Oh! Jackson Cabrick from deep.
13 points for Jackson tonight.
Little push off. What did you call? What did he call? He called Cabrick on the arm bar?
I don't know. He must have.
That was right before the push off by Williams. So, all right. Out of all the things.
Cabrick's second personal foul.
Lions on the drive and a foul. He's got an opportunity here to crack 20 points. And something that no Engineer has done this year. Can you believe that? No Engineer has scored 20 points this season?
That's right. No, I can't. But
it's true. I looked it up.
I believe you. I think it's
kind of stunning.
Bodes well, though, to this team. They don't need
depth. Yeah.
Yeah, the depth they've got. They've got 4 guys tonight that are above 10 points. Last year they were so used to having McGee and having to score.
Yeah.
And that's nice to see this year they don't have to rely on him to score 20 or more every game.
Quick timeout for Rose. We'll be right back.
Get a fresh start at York Chevy Buick on US Highway 40 in Brazil. We have fresh discounts on Chevy Silverado up to $10,000 off. Chevy Trax, $87 per month. Buick Encore, $117 per month. Or Chevy Equinoxes up to $6,500 off. It's a new year. Get a new ride at YorkChevy.com. Stop by today and we'll show you why we're not number one, you are.
We're not number one. You are. You're number one at York.
You're watching Rose-Hulman men's basketball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Engineers up big is on the floor right now. Chaplin back, Cabrick, Heil, and Farnsworth for the Engineers. Craig McGee's night might be done as Dowling plays safety and gets the turnover there for the against the Engineers. Dowling getting in the passing lane. Wasn't that nice? Farnsworth avoids Dowling. Hey, one of these days, Isaac Farnsworth is going to be unleashed, and this is going to be fun.
Yeah, I agree.
A block by Back.
His fourth block
underneath
of the night.
Jacob Back, easy bucket.
Love the hustle there by Jacob, be able to make the block, get down into the floor, pick up an easy 2-point baskets to give him 9 points for the game.
You know, I look over there at the Rose bench, and sitting next to Craig McGee is so nice to see Tim Harris here in the Holborn Arena. I don't know if we can get a shot of him over there next to Craig McGee. Young man sitting there with the red mask on. Maybe after these free throws, maybe we can get a shot of Tim Harris. But it's so nice that Tim Harris, a senior here for Rose-Hulman, the injury bug has plagued him his entire career. Last year was probably the healthiest he's been. There he is on your screen there with the blue jeans on. The young man from Gary Westside is a 6'9", is a senior, going to graduate this year, but again, injury riddled. He's hurt this year, not going to be able to play. But it's just nice to see him here with his teammates. Came in on crutches tonight, and just hope, after this year, the young man will have be a healthy life, and be able to rehab from these injuries that he's had during his basketball career, and just enjoy the rest of his life with the great job he's going to get because of his Rose education.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, always nice to see guys still part of the team.
Yes.
Here.
Yep. Oh, give me a break. Can we play on that? Did that really have to be an and one? I mean, a foul there? There wasn't a whole lot of contact. Let's play on there.
Dowling picked up his 14th point there.
I like Dowling. I really like Gavin Dowling. I watched a couple of games with Anderson. His footwork for a big man, he's got really good footwork. He's got good hands as well. I like this kid.
Yeah, I agree. He's obviously going to work on his conditioning and get a little bigger and stronger.
That's right.
In the next 4 years.
Nice rebound there by Zachary Jackson. He'll get to the free throw line. Also in the game is Bradley Hart, and that's the one thing for Dowling. His conditioning he'll get better. He'll get faster. Boy, I kind of hope he does not get stronger.
I know.
He's
going to be very easily good.
Yeah, no, he probably will. It's just a maturation process. But he's going to be fun to watch his game develop. He'll develop an outside shot as things goes on, I would imagine. And be able, he may have it now, I don't know, but he'll hit those with some regularity. A lot of times that happens as a guy progresses, so it'll be fun to watch. But he's a load. He's gonna be a tough one to handle.
He is. guy you can build a team around.
Has a nice drop step. He has good feet. If you have a big man with good feet, in good hands, you've got something to work with.
You sure do.
Harden on the drive, fumbles it out of bounds. 4:15 to go in this game. Engineers will move to 6-1 on the season. They'll play Saturday afternoon at Anderson University as Josiah McGee, freshman, comes in the game. He replaces Isaac Farnsworth.
Isaac McGee becomes the Josiah McGee becomes the 14th engineer into the game tonight. 9 of those 14 have scored.
Smith, the offensive rebound and the score. Harden, Heil, Jackson, Chaplin, and McGee. McGee the drive, Harden now. Oh, the steal. There's Dowling in the passing lane once again. And Heil with the foul.
Another nice steal there by Dowling. Just couldn't quite. He's tired. You can tell he's exerted a lot of energy here in this second half. But he's got a nice soft touch.
Yes.
At the line.
Yep.
It's 5 of 6 with that one for the night at the line.
Heil with the rebound off the Dowling miss. Engineers still want to work their offense. They want to get good looks. There's Chaplin. McGee fighting for it, couldn't get it. And we're down to just a shade above 3 minutes. We're going to get a timeout. Full timeout on the floor. We'll be right back after this.
So what do we do before we cross the street?
We look for ways for cars.
No cars. All right, let's go.
But Daddy, why do you have to hold my hand?
To keep you safe. That's why we look for cars. I'm watching out for danger to keep you safe.
Daddy, who watches out for you?
Protect your family and loved ones with Micah Bonomo.
H&R Block is your tax preparation service experts, no matter how you file. Sue Jones and Associates offer all tax preparation and all the tax services you need, not only at tax time, but throughout the year. Get your hometown tax help from Sue Goshen's H&R Block, located in Brazil, across from the courthouse. You're watching Rose-Hulman men's basketball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Fast break points at the end of the first half with 11-0. It's still right now 15-1 for Rose-Hulman, Troy, and that's something that there have been several games like this where Rose-Hulman, the defensive transition has been really, really good for the Engineers the majority of the season.
Yeah, and it has been very, very good. And in a shortened season like that, you just love to see that.
Oh boy. Ooh. Collision in the paint as Alex Hunt is slow to get up. I think he got banged knee to knee is what it looked like happened, as he is really trying to walk this thing off.
Alex Hunt, a 6'5" freshman from Noblesville, Indiana. Went to Noblesville High School. Another one of the young guys that they're going to be looking to build around. And
he's long, isn't he?
He is long. Got some long arms.
Yeah, this freshman class has several guys that we're going to hear from for a number of years. Kay Gentry is starter, is only a sophomore.
Yeah, Anderson comes in with 2 seniors on the squad. It's like 4 juniors and the rest, there was only 1 sophomore, the rest are freshmen. So just a very young, inexperienced team all around. They are going to get better, and Rose-Hulman is going to have to play just as well when they go and visit these Ravens at Anderson on Saturday.
Anderson struggles on the road a little bit, which is typical for a young team. Even though there's no fans, there's something to be said about being on the road. Another foul as the Engineers have been the double bonus for seems like forever. But at home, these Ravens are a different ball club, so it'll be interesting Saturday. Interesting to see how this progresses. Engineers, you can't get a sweep if you don't win the first game, though, so off to a good start in this mini-series. Backdoor to Chaplin, fumbles it off his hands.
Chaplin still looking to crack the scoreboard tonight. Yeah.
Having that injury that he had, kind of, it makes it tough.
It does.
You have an injury at the end of the offseason, going into the season, trying to get into game shape and get your rhythm back, and fighting for minutes, and it's tough. This is not a team that you want to sustain an injury on if you want to play.
No, exactly. You're not.
Somebody's going to grab your minutes, and they don't want to give them back.
Next man up philosophy, for sure. These guys.
Next man is usually pretty good. Left-handed look from Drew Luce. Off the mark. This is another one of the freshmen for Anderson. Engineers still running the offense. McGee is off. Isle, the rebound, the look, no. So Rose is not going to get to that 65% field goal clip. Right now they've dipped just a little bit below 60. Both of these coaches are still coaching their guts out,
They are, and there's always.
You don't coach the scoreboard, do you?
Nope. You got to coach the player. And anytime you can correct a mistake, you want to do that, and that's what's been a nice thing about, again, this Rose-Hulman team is they don't necessarily make the same mistake twice. And with a young team, that doesn't happen very often, but it's nice to see with this set of engineers, this team that Coach Lloyd's put together. Obviously very smart, have the skills to be a very solid basketball team.
Chaplin with 3, got to get one up. Shoot it, Max. Yep, couldn't quite get it there. Couldn't quite get it there. It's a final at Anderson. The Anderson women get a win over Rose, 56-43. So Anderson women moved to 2-3 on the season. I do believe was what it was. So Coach Prevo's team will try to get a win here when they come here Saturday. Coach Lloyd's guys got a big win here against Anderson. 87-72, the Engineers. A win going away. It didn't quite expect that at the beginning of the game, but that's exactly the way it went down. 87-72. We're going to take a break here in our perch, and we'll come back for our post-game show right after these messages.
It could be anyone. The star student, the all-state athlete. I never thought it could happen to me, that I could lose everything. I found help, I found hope, I found recovery. I regained something lost.
At Lynn's Pharmacy, we're more than just your pharmacist. We're your neighbors.
Our kids go to the same schools. We eat at the same restaurants. We sit next to you in church.
When I listen to a symptom.
When I fill a prescription.
When I offer advice, I'm not just helping a customer. I'm helping my neighbor and a friend. My name is Lynn Hofstetter, and I'm the proud owner of Lynn's Pharmacy, a modern pharmacy with old-fashioned values and personal service, dedicated to keeping you, your family, and our community healthy since 1872.
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
We were choosing colors for the house, and I stopped and looked at Mike and said, "We're really doing this, aren't we?" The process was challenging, but Riddell was there for us every step of the way. The mortgage, closing, they eased our stress. It made sense when Mike said,
"We're really doing this."
Mortgage loans made easy from Riddell. Making friends since 1885.
You're watching Rose-Hulman men's basketball on the Indiana Sports Network.
At Union.
87-72, the Engineers are victorious tonight in a game that started off tight and highly contested, but ended up quite a bit of a runaway when you see the way this went in the second half.
It did. You know, it was nice to see again, Rose-Hulman kind of pull away those last 5 minutes of this first half, and then the first 10 minutes or so of that second half. Rose-Hulman had 4 guys that had more than 10 points. You know, they had 3 guys with 13. Craig McGee, Terry Hicks, and Jackson Cabrick had 13 each. Dylan Duff had 12. Jacob Back ended up with 4 blocks, 4 big blocks tonight, too. He played very well. On the defensive side of things, Terry Hicks, Dylan Duff, and Samet Ram each had 3 steals. So they displayed it overall well. They played well. Ball game, Walt. They shot the ball well, and they played defensively. When you look at the rebounds, which is something Rose-Hulman has struggled with defensively, they out-rebounded Anderson 25-18 on the defensive rebounds, and out-rebounded them 12-10 on the offensive rebounds. So just a good, solid performance tonight for the Engineers, and they got to, get on the bus and then do it again on Saturday at Anderson, which will be, as you mentioned, it'll be a challenge. Yeah. But that's what makes this back-to-back kind of parts of this season, which is back-to-back, kind of fun.
Yeah, definitely be a challenge going up to Anderson. Anderson, tough customer at home, and the Engineers will look to get the sweep, and Anderson will look to split this thing. Final thoughts about this game?
Well, again, it's a good victory here on a Thursday night to move Rose-Hulman to 6-1, and again, another sweep of the HCAC team. Anderson is, as you mentioned, you can't sweep unless you win the first game.
Right.
And so, we'll have the women here against Anderson Saturday at 1 o'clock, but we'll be keeping an eye on the men as well to see, again, how they can do at Anderson.
And they'll be playing at Anderson at the exact time that we have the women here on Saturday. So Rose gets the victory, to 72, and that'll do it for our broadcast here tonight. I want to thank our sponsors, Farm Bureau Insurance with Michael Bonomo, Goshen H&R Block, Hamilton Center, Lynn's Pharmacy, Pizza King, Riddell National Bank, Sonic Drive-In, Union Health, and York Automotive, with our 4 locations in Brazil, Greencastle, Crawfordsville, and Plainfield. Thanks to Jace and Kanan Harper, Paige Lockmiller, our camera operators, our producer and director, Mr. Tony Harper. We're produced and copyrighted by Indiana Sports Network, LLC. For Troy Fears, I'm Walter Gordon saying good night, God bless. We'll see you Saturday afternoon right here at the Holbert Arena.
You're watching Rose-Hulman Men's Basketball on the Indiana Sports Network.
This program is a copyrighted production of Indiana Sports Network and cannot be shown, reproduced, or redistributed in any way or in any form without prior written permission from Indiana Sports Network.